Good morning, Capricorn. How's everybody doing? I know you guys were like, she's not ever going to make our video. I've been so busy. People got their stimmies. They've been spending money with me with my products. Check out tracysmellgoods.com on Facebook. I've been doing this for about 20 years. I'll make incense and like air fresheners and body oils. So that is the other thing I do besides deliver papers. I deliver papers. So it's like I have 3 jobs, counting this one. So sometimes it's hard for me to make the videos. And last month I took off. I was working on some things. So let's get some cards for Capricorn. Cards for Capricorn. Whoops. All right, one more tarot, and we'll pull some oracle cards. See what's going on with your situation. Oh, there we go. Oops, and then another one just flew out. So all right, I have this new deck, the Sacred Geometry deck. I'm excited about using. They're still kind of sticky. I think I had to do this yesterday because they are so sticky. All right, which one do I want to pick? All right, I'm going to pick this one. And I'm going to pick this one. Right. I sometimes think I should just pull these out ahead of time because it takes so much time, but I feel like people like to see the cards drawn, so I do. Wow. All right, I'm going to pull my Lover's Oracle cards. And we got 3 of them, and I'm going to take all 3. All right, so the first card that we have is Child Design Earth. There seems to be a lot going on with children in this reading. Responsibilities, raising a family. And a lot of times when you are raising children, you're raising a family, it's really easy to lose yourself. Like I didn't really, I've been raising children since I was, 17, and I'll be 52 this year. And I really didn't have the time, the energy, or the space to embark on a whole spiritual journey until after my kids were grown. And so I didn't even know who I was. I had no idea. And so that's kind of the energy that I'm getting with this card, of taking time for yourself, taking time to meditate, time to connect to your higher self. We have Gaia. And 2 and 8, they reduced down to 10. So 10 is all about completion. So I feel like for some of you, maybe you're at the end of this, raising children, your children are grown, they're leaving the nest. Or maybe you find yourself with more free time now. But like this cycle right here of whatever this has been is completing. Um, and you're moving on to like a new stage in your life. Um, we have some other cards that, are kind of interesting too, that I'll get to here in a minute. You got a lot going on, Capricorn. With this Gaia, it says the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. So this is that interconnectedness of being connected to everyone and everything, because we are God. We are the universe experiencing itself, himself, herself. And so that is the energy that I'm getting with this card, that you have this spiritual awakening that you're kind of going through right now. And I feel like it was time. You were ready. You had a lot of distractions. But now you're in a space where you're actually able to see it. You're actually able to feel it. Amazing. All right, we have Lilith, power. So this is all about stepping into your power and taking back your power from anyone or anything that you've given your power away to. And this happens. We do give our power away to people. I'm being guided to pull a more specific card. So I can give the best possible reading. Card to clarify power. So we have the Journey card. So yes, this is all about you embarking on a spiritual journey. And a lot of times we feel like we're enlightened. We feel like we are, but that's just like the precursor, because, once you start really going down this rabbit hole, there is so much to remember. You're not learning. We know all these things. We have soul amnesia. And so this is how you're going to take back your power. Learning that you are this powerful co-creator with the universe that is connected to everything, and that you can create whatever type of reality that you want. We have 38. 38 reduces down to 11. 11, when you see that, it is a real good indicator that you are, you're getting this light code information, these signals it's time to wake up, Sleeping Beauty. It's time to, remember who you are and step back into your power. Remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. So this is about remembrance. So this is perfect. And if you're new to my channel, then, you're right where you need to be at right now, because you were guided to, hear this. You are spiritually awakening. I thought I was spiritually awakened way before I really was. Before that, I was just reading a bunch of, bubblegum pop spirituality bullshit online that really side-railed me and really delayed me for a couple of years even, because I was believing a lot of the shit that was out there instead of actually connecting with my own higher self, going within and really feeling my way through it, what resonates, what doesn't resonate. We have Maiden Beauty. So feeling youthful again. Feeling youthful, feeling young, spirited. I feel like maybe somebody new has came into your life that is giving you this youth. Maybe they are the catalyst for this remembrance. But feeling youthful, and even with like this child design, that could be the meaning of this too. This youthful feeling of being revitalized, having this energy, kind of this passion for for living that you didn't have before. Because this is clarified by the death card. So we do have the time completion, and then we do have this death card. And you know, people get the death card and it's like, oh, dread, dread, this is horrible. But it doesn't have to symbolize like physical death. This can be like the death of who you thought you were. The death of that, you know, of ideas, core values, beliefs that you were incarnated with, that you realize, you know, these are not my beliefs. All right, we have the Eight of Fire expression. This is all about speaking your truth and not being scared to. I remember being in school and being scared to raise my hand. I didn't even like the sound of my own voice. So the fact that I'm making these videos is really profound because, like I said, I didn't even like the sound of my own voice. And I just knew I was going to say something stupid, or I was going to be judged, or, you know, there's so many reasons why we don't want to speak our truth because we're scared we won't be accepted. That is something that's very important to us, you know, as humans, being accepted. And to feel like you're not accepted is a horrible feeling, but you got to understand that sometimes that happens for a reason. That, you know, we don't feel accepted. No matter how much we try to conform, we try to fit in or whatever, we still aren't accepted. That's why it's best just to go ahead and just be your authentic self. Just let, you know, your soul shine through. But a lot of times that happens where we feel like we're, you know, not accepted, so that we can learn how to accept ourselves. Because kind of that, you know, rejection, or maybe that, you know, bullying, teasing, if you've experienced bullying, I have, and it's really does take your voice away from you. It makes you just want to shrink, and it just makes you want to just fade into the background. And that's something that you really need to heal from. So when these things happen, you're able to kind of look at that a little closer. You know, and rejection is nothing more than divine protection. It's a lot of times something that we feel like we really want, we really need, is not for us. So if you have something in your life that is just simply not manifesting, let go of it and look around and look what you do have. Because whatever you do have right now is what you are supposed to have, what you're meant to have. So stop chasing rainbows, basically. Because like I said, whatever is to be yours will show up. It will show up and it will be perfect. And you don't have to beg for it. You don't have to be good enough for it. You don't have to earn it. So really look into all the areas of your life that you are doing these things. I have this art oracle card. I cannot pronounce it. I never can. One lives, many lives in a lifetime. A good idea deserves a good aphorism. U. Vander pseudonym. I always get the hard cards on these art oracle ones. Thank goodness for, you know, my literature studies and studying like similes and metaphors and stuff at the university I attended. One lives, many lives in a lifetime. So basically, you know, like this death card, and I said, you know, this could be like, you know, the ending of one cycle, of one timeline that you're on, because we do have many. And we reinvent and recreate ourselves over and over again, and the ability to do that is what makes us resilient. A good idea deserves a good aphorism. I had to look up aphorism last time I did this. A pithy observation that contains a general truth, such as if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or so it's like something that has like a general truth to it. And so basically what I'm getting with that is your perception, your view of things. We all see things differently. So your truth is different from my truth because of your background, your upbringing. So you might take a situation and sometimes I got to call somebody and be like, how do you see this situation? Because I can't think outside or see outside of my own conditioning. Because everyone sees things differently. Take like a car accident or robbery. Everyone's got different details. So that's basically what I'm getting here. And so don't feel like you are not right, or you're right and no one else is right, or you're right or you're wrong and everyone else is right. Because it's different. And what you believe today, next week you might not believe, because energy changes so often. You might have something come into your life and be like, whoa, I don't even feel that way anymore. I don't even believe that anymore. I can't believe I believe that. But that's how this journey is. Initiation, Mary Magdalene. And so this is having tests. Oftentimes the universe will test us. It will send things and people and circumstances our way to test us. Sometimes it's for us to look at something, to release something, to see things differently, for our truth to be like, all of a sudden, my truth is different. My truth is not the same anymore. I found myself wanting to apologize. I was wrong. I said this before, I was wrong. No, that's where I was at the time. There's no right or wrong answers. So with that initiation card, that's what I'm getting. We have this pregnancy card. That's what I was saying about children. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you in the world. So this could actually be a child. You are, maybe you're pregnant, or maybe you have a grandchild on the way. This is going to be very life-changing. I am a grandmother, and we are much different with our grandchildren than we are with our children, and so that could be, this empty nest now, where you actually have time to embark on a whole journey of spiritual enlightenment and ascension. But this pregnancy too, it says the birth of a child brings great blessings to you in the world. This could also be Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness is that once you can reach that point of being unbothered, things do not knock you off your square anymore, because you can actually not only see them for what they are, like this could be some sort of initiation or test, but it also could be, this could come into your life. I lost my train of thought and it was just right there. I've been doing that lately. I hate that. Christ consciousness. Oh, and not only that, but you can realize that you are, this co-creator, and, you with faith, setting your intention, using your word as your wand, speaking your words out loud and having faith, and using this Christ consciousness, that you can create whatever you want in your physical world. Beautiful. Crone resurrection, seas. And once again, I really see this as a rebirth. This is that reinventing, recreating yourself over and over again. That phoenix rising from the ashes. In spite of everything you've been through, like with this remembrance card, remembering, all these things that have happened have led me here. And I've had a lot of repeat difficult situations. And I had to tell myself, you know what? I still wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back and change a thing, because otherwise I wouldn't know the things that I know now. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that is which beyond our control. So acceptance, this once again is that Christ consciousness, that acceptance is the key to peace, seeing things and being like, it just is. This happened, and, I can create something different. So, not in we want to take the path of least resistance. And resisting a situation will keep it around a lot longer. Have you noticed that? You know, you can have a situation come into your life and you're like, oh my God, this is like the worst thing ever. You talk about it, you call people, you complain about it, you cry about it. You're like, oh, this is the worst shit ever. And it's just there in your face. You're like, oh my God, this is terrible. Then you get busy. You know, you have like a busy day at work, or you get busy running around paying bills, or get busy, you know, with your family or whatever. Before you know it, you've forgotten about it, and it does not have the same significance. And, you know, you take that power away from it, it just eventually goes away. And that's the energy that I'm getting here. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So yes, you are going through a difficult situation, but like I said, take your energy and your focus away from it. Find something else to occupy your time and watch it go away. And you do deserve to feel joyful. This will also give you that joy and that peace. You know, of getting out, you know, possibly, you know, going for a walk in nature. I mean, I saw a meme the other day, and I had like a picture of the woods, and it said, you know, there's no way you can be in a bad mood when you're here, and there's not, and that's the energy I'm getting. Isis, High Priestess, your intuition is on fire. Trust it. Your intuition is everything right now. Trust it. Absolutely trust it. And I don't mean, you know, a lot of times with intuition, people consider that to be like judgment. Like you meet somebody and you're like, oh, you know, I can tell this person is on some bullshit. They're just not a good person at all. I'm going to stay the hell away from them. Not that type of intuition, because that is judgment. And judgment actually says more about us than it does about the person, because, I mean, how do you know those qualities unless you have, and I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but we don't know a quality unless it's something we have done ourselves at some point. And that's how you create that whole scenario. It comes from within. And so a lot of times the qualities and the traits we see in someone else are ones that we have denied in ourselves. And so it's really important to use that mirror. But that's not the kind of intuition I'm talking about. That is judgment. I'm talking about if you're talking to someone and they leave something out. You know, maybe they get quiet. Really being able to sense what that is, what their energy is, how they're feeling right now, what is it they were gonna say. And always take the high road. Try not to think the worst of people. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Follow your heart, whatever it is that, you know, I feel like there's some kind of mission, some sort of goal, some sort of something you've been wanting to do. And it involves helping people, you know, maybe children, the elderly, disabled people. But this is something that you've been really called to do. And if that is the case, now is the time to do that. You just have to imagine it. And I even heard the words vision board to help you set your intentions, because vision boards really do work. So with that being said, Capricorn, this is your reading. This is a general reading. If you would like to know exactly what's going on with your situation, my personal readings are $50. I'll include my email address in the description of the video. Thank you for watching.